Hey guys, Valerie V, and in 1 second, I'm going to go through the presentation, the exact presentation that I go through with all of our brand new clients. So you're getting an insider's look at how our engagement and mentoring program really works. And we never do this, so enjoy. Hey guys, Valerie V Show. Today I am going to take you through an entire program review presentation. Now, normally I do this one-on-one with our clients, and it's private, and we don't share this with anybody else. So you are going to get the entire program review today, so you can see what's involved in our programs and what our expectations are and what we do every single week. It's a lot of stuff. So right now, we're going to go through the entire Facebook engagement program with mentoring. Here we go. This is a program overview for our engagement program with mentoring. And the mentoring part becomes so important because, as you can see as I go through this, it's a lot to absorb. So when we have our mentoring program, along with doing everything for you as we go, you learn what it takes, how much work there is behind the scenes, and the things that you don't know, and the things that you can do to participate. So here we go. All right, our Facebook engagement program includes 2 blog posts per month that LTC Expert Publications writes. We encourage all of our clients to provide company news. All the company news and all the articles that we write, when we blog post those on your website, it goes out to all the social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, and shows up in a monthly newsletter. Our clients can choose a budget to advertise on from $100 to $300 a month in Facebook advertising, and we have a very specific process. If you choose $100 a month, then we stick to that, and we use that $100 to the best advantages we can for you to get as many followers and fans as possible. We're trying to build your engagement first. 5 days a week, we provide Facebook content. So curated content means that we have articles that are senior care, elder care, home care friendly. They are going into your Facebook feed and they're showing up every single day. They're happy, they're inspiring, they help others, they are resourceful, and they're awesome, and they're specific to the senior care market. 2 videos per month branded for your business. So we create 2 videos per month that have your information, your logo, your colors, your phone number, all of your stuff, and we post those to Facebook twice a month with the right calls to action, with a link to your website, with your phone number, so that when people watch those short informational videos, and they all cover different topics, they're like a series of frequently asked questions about home care. What is transportation? What is light housekeeping? How do people pay for home care? Does Medicare pay for home care? All kinds of different things. And then reporting. Well, let's go back to videos. So for the videos, we do that twice a month. So you get a total of 12 videos in a 6-month contract, which is super awesome. Reporting, we go over Facebook Insights, and you should have Google Analytics hooked up to your website. If we didn't create your website, that's what you should have hooked up there. Now keep in mind that with these programs, we do complete web development. So if you need a website, or you need a new website, or you've lost touch with your web developer, we will create a website for you. That's a completely different set of fees and tools and things, but lots of folks come to us for website development, and then they enter into one of our Facebook programs. So once we do this program review, I send an email out to everybody who attends and let them, so they have kind of a follow-up. They have an email that hits the highlights. They have their usernames and passwords in an Excel spreadsheet. So that's something that everybody gets when we're done. The support desk. So for our programs, we start everybody out on Basecamp. Basecamp is a place where we gather and start a project. We gather all of our information, we gather all of your information, our team puts everything together, and once you're launched and you're off on your journey, then we move you over to support. But support is not outsourced to a call bank of 500 people in another country. It is just our staff. So there are about 10 of us, and now everything will go through support. appointment requests, changes to your website if we created your website, email lists, company news, questions and concerns. All of those things go through our support desk, and we're super fast. This is what our support desk looks like. You can see my little superhero there, and you can see our big blue arrow. The only place our clients need to really go is to those 3 words, submit a request. When you go to submit a request, all you have to do is enter information in just like you would in an email, attach any files you want, and the support ticket goes right to our staff. So this is the most important piece, and this is what most SEO and web development companies leave out. Your website should be the hub for all of your marketing. So your offline marketing and your online marketing are super important, and if you combine them together, then you become magnetic, you become everywhere, you show up in all kinds of different places, you seem more real to your population local to you, and you can be yourself, and people really enjoy that. So blog posting by our staff in the engagement program happens 2 times per month. That's the stuff that we write. But we encourage you to send company news, and I'm going to explain that as often as you like, but 1 time a week is perfect. So we know that Google likes content. Content is king. So this is what we want to have you send in. The clients that participate with us, that take the time to submit company news, are the absolute happiest and have the best return on investment. I cannot stress enough, no matter who your web developer is, no matter who your SEO person is, no matter who's writing content for you, if you do not participate, it doesn't matter if it's us or somebody else, then you are missing 50% of the boat. You can get 50% of your leads from online marketing or more, perhaps, but you have to participate. There is no shortcut. There is no way around it. There is no one who can be who you are. So company news comes in 2 forms. Now remember that everything we put on your website is going to go out to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and everything that we put on your website is also going to go into an e-newsletter once a month. So company news can be things that are happening inside your company and things that are happening outside your company. So inside your company might be things like caregiver of the month, or hiring of a new staff member, or just your story. Telling your story about why you got into this business is super important. Your About Us page may tell that story, but you telling it over and over and over and over again, or giving it a new spin, or talking about it from a different perspective is still super important. People are not going to read your About Us page, not very often. Okay, so internal news are things, maybe you want to have a new accreditation or you want an award. That's kind of internal or inside company news, but that needs to be shared with your public. Now, external news is everything happening outside of your company. So all those expos and senior fairs, everything you're hosting, co-hosting, sponsoring, co-sponsoring, anything you're doing to shake people's hands, look them in the eye and say, this is what we do. You may have a marketing person that does that for you, and in that case, they need to understand your online marketing strategy. It might be you. You may be a one-person band right now. You may be playing all the different roles, and that's okay. I will tell you that we have home care agency owners who run 3 and 4 and 5 offices, and they still find time to submit content. And if they don't have time, they delegate. They make sure and they hold accountable that marketing person, that office manager, whoever it is. They delegate, they hold accountable. They delegate, they hold accountable. Every single month, without fail, they turn in company news. And guess what? They get more referrals, they get more business, they get more online traffic, they get more leads from the internet. If you are not doing these things, then you are missing the boat. So if anybody ever comes to me and says, well, online marketing never worked for me before, or Facebook ads never worked for me before, or having blog posts was just too time consuming, it never worked for me before, that's because you're not doing it right. And that's because you're not delegating if you're too busy, and that's because you're not holding yourself accountable, and you're not holding your team accountable for making that happen. You want to grow your business, hold them accountable. Every post that goes on your website goes out to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and your e-newsletter. So your e-newsletter is super important. If you don't have a regular newsletter that goes out every month without fail, then you're also missing the boat, because as we all know, there are leads that come to us, they call, and they do not pull the trigger. It's true in every business. In home care, you either have someone in crisis who doesn't care how much it costs and they need services now, or they're not going to pull the trigger until mom actually does have a crisis 6 months from now and falls and breaks her hip, and then they're going to call somebody for care services after the rehab is over. You want to be that person they call back. And the only way to keep you top of mind without calling them every 2 weeks is by putting them on your e-newsletter list. So they get to see all the cool things that are happening with your company, your caregivers of the month, your expos, your senior affairs, your educational content. They get to see all that. And then when finally the straw breaks the camel's back, they are yours. But they're only going to remember you if you're in their email box at least once a month. So it's important to have a newsletter. It does increase traffic, it does increase leads, and what we tell our clients is send us email addresses that you want to have that newsletter go out to. Another thing that's important to know about newsletters, in 2018, having a beautiful, gorgeous newsletter that is going to win artistic awards is has zero worth. I guess I should say. It is not necessary. When people are reading your e-newsletter, they are on a mobile device 90% of the time. They are sitting on the pot. They are sitting in the McDonald's drive-thru. They're sitting in the Starbucks drive-thru. They're at their kids' basketball practice for an hour and a half. They're eating lunch. They're eating dinner. They're doing something else, and they're scrolling through their email. You have 50% of their attention, maybe less. And they hit your email and they say, I wonder what they're up to today. And they need to be able to scroll through that mobile responsive newsletter and hit the highlights. If they can't hit headline, 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 and if you have all these long, crazy looking articles in your newsletter, they're going to just move on to the next thing. It's too much. You need to be easy on the eyes, easy on the brain. Don't make me think. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Hit the headline, hit the headline. Oop, here's one I want to read, Caregiver of the Month. Boom, I'm going to read that one. And when they click on that headline, it takes them right back to your website where all of your other cool information is. That's the object of the game. Drive people back to your website. All right, social media. So in social media for home care, if things are a little bit different than they would be for a plumber or a roofer or a lawyer or a restaurant or someone else. Your Facebook business page and your LinkedIn account are the two most important social media accounts for home care. They are your demographic. Facebook gets older by the day. And LinkedIn is your professional to professional networking. So Facebook is your community outreach. This is how you reach out to your community. You show them all the cool things you're doing, all the happy faces. And then LinkedIn is your professional to professional networking. You do not have a personal LinkedIn account, whether you, and you may define it a different way, but I'm telling you, LinkedIn is not personal. So don't put kitty cat posts and cool videos of dogs doing funny things on LinkedIn. It is not designed for that. LinkedIn is professional to professional networking. It's your professional representation of yourself and your company. Anybody who's doing your marketing should have an up-to-date LinkedIn profile. They should have their photo there. If they don't, no one's going to accept their friend request or their connection request. They need to have their photo, and they need to have a nicely done LinkedIn profile that represents your company in the most professional light possible. Having a company page on LinkedIn is fine, but I will tell you this right now, unless you are the LinkedIn pro of the universe, it is not necessary. Nobody wants to do business with your logo. They want to do business with you. With you, human person, they want to do business with you, not your logo. They want to know why you got into the business, what your credentials are, what your work history is. They do not care about your business page. That is the truth. It's fine to have one. It's not going to win you friends and influence people. It's not going to get you more clients. It will not. So let's do what your consumers want you to do and what other professionals want you to do, and have a very robust LinkedIn profile. It is not personal. It is professional. Do it. Facebook business page. All of your content that comes from your website should be going automatically to your Facebook business page, along with curated content 5 days a week. You should have no more than 1 to 2, maybe 3 at the most, posts per day on your Facebook business page. They should be engaging, and they should be asking people to take an action. Not every post is going to make people want to take an action, but a lot of posts are. The videos that we post, for instance, those people who watch that, we want them to like it, we want them to click on it, we want them to watch it, we want them to ask for help. So that's what those videos are for. Facebook is your community outreach. LinkedIn is your professional to professional networking. Twitter and Pinterest are important to have for lots of other techie geeky reasons, but they will never win you a client. You are not going to get a client from Twitter or Pinterest, but they're great for branding. They are great for backlinks, and they are great to show that you're web savvy. So they're important to have. When we have a client with Twitter, we always make sure all these accounts are set up. And for Twitter and Pinterest, every time we blog post, they get a tweet, and they also get a pin to their Pinterest boards. Gmail Google account. Oftentimes for our clients, and almost, I guess, 100% of the time, we set up a junk mail account for our clients, because we also typically set up a YouTube account if they don't already have one, and sometimes we're setting up Google Analytics if we created the website. So you can kind of ignore the Gmail Google account, but we do set up our own, because it is impossible for us to use one that has usually already been set up, like in another state, and is used regularly. We don't want to use anybody's personal accounts. So we set up a junk mail account, and then that helps us do lots of other techie geeky things that we need to do. We set up a YouTube account in these programs, or work with one that you have, but that YouTube account has all of your videos on it that we create for Facebook. It is a place where you can go and download those videos. You can use them, the embed codes, to put them on your website if you want them on a certain page, or you want to use one of them. You can tell your web developer, and they can use those videos. They are yours to keep. When you start our program, we make 12 videos that are branded to you. We do not wait and make 2 every month. We make 12. They're all yours. When you leave our services, or if you leave our services at 6 months, you take those with you. We do not want them back. They're all yours, and you should use them. If you stay with us longer than 6 months, which most of our clients do, when you do that, we create 12 more videos. So every 6 months, you're increasing your library of videos that are educational and usually answer a question. We love YouTube. Mentoring program. In our mentoring program, you have one onboarding call with me. That's our one-on-one call. We have a welcome call for your group. So every month we start a new group. So for instance, in June, July, August, we'll start a new group. Those groups consist of 10 to 12 people, or 10 to 12 agencies. Usually, sometimes there's a little more, and we do a group call just privately for that group to welcome them all, to have everybody say hello and kind of introduce themselves, and I tell them what's coming next. And they can also ask any generic questions there that they want. The onboarding call, the one-on-one call, is the call that is, for answering questions, individual questions. Then we have a monthly group call for all participants. So every month we have a call, a conference call, and everyone in our programs is welcome to participate. We cover different topics, maybe questions that have come up over the course of the month, things that people are wondering about, need more information on. We cover all of that. We have video modules that teach you what we know about marketing for leads with Facebook. And you must commit the time to watch them. There's no way around that. They are 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. I think the longest one is 16 minutes. It's pretty easy to get them all in. You can do it while you're washing dishes or watching TV or doing something else, and you're just able to, you're gardening or whatever, walking. You can listen to those. You don't have to watch them, but they do have a lot of good detail about newsletters and Facebook ads and how we do things. We also are going to start doing video modules that teach you about starting and managing groups on Facebook that generate revenue. We have a support desk that is fast, efficient, and is just our team. I've already talked about that. We have a Facebook private group. Now, we have a big public group that anybody can join. You may be on that one right now. But we have a private group just for our mentoring folks. And in that group, we have reminders, we have conference call, sign-ups, we have people answering questions, we have every time a new video comes up for our private mentoring program, I post it as well in that Facebook group. So there's lots of discussion there. And then we have a private YouTube channel, and that's where all of our videos are housed. So the video modules that we teach, those short ones, they are all on a private YouTube channel. So that's all part of the mentoring program. So this is my last slide, and usually this is the time when I answer questions. So it's important to remember that when you're participating in a program with us, that you send us company news. You always update your email newsletter lists. Get more testimonials, whether you're in our testimonial program or you're not in our testimonial program. It doesn't matter. You always need more testimonials. So if somebody sends you a thank you note via email, send it over to us. Let us blog post that. We take out all the names, or you can take out all the names. But let's show your community. Let's show Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and Pinterest and all the other places, and your people who receive your newsletter. Let's show all of them what other clients are saying about you. That's super important. Consider us part of your marketing team, and remember that support is always at ltcepsupport.com. So this is the Facebook engagement program. Now, for clients that are coming on board with us, what I want you to do now that you've watched this video is that I invite you to have a one-on-one call with me. If you've never joined our programs before and you're not part of it, I encourage you to talk to Bob Costello, to get involved, to get more information, and to find out exactly how you might fit in with one of our engagement and mentoring programs. I think you'll find that it's super rewarding, it teaches you a lot, and at the same time, we are doing a ton of work for you. Hey guys, so that's the Valerie V show for today. Hope you enjoyed going through the Facebook engagement video. If you have any questions, just message us through the Valerie V show page, and we will talk to you, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday. Bye.